Welcome to the land of the Pharaohs, ancient Egypt, a civilization that stood the test of time, lasting over 3,000 years. Today we're diving into the epic story of Egypt's rise, glory, and fall. Buckle up, because we're about to journey through the entire history of ancient Egypt. Our story begins around 3100 BCE, with the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt by a legendary figure, King Menes, also known as Narmer. He became the first pharaoh and set the foundation for a civilization that would build wonders like the pyramids and the Sphinx. With the unification, Egypt entered the early dynastic period, where the pharaohs ruled with divine authority. But it wasn't just about power, it was about legacy. Enter the Old Kingdom, also known as the Age of the Pyramids. Under Pharaoh Khufu, the Great Pyramid of Giza was built around 2580 BCE. Imagine, over 2 million stone blocks, each weighing several tons, all for one man's eternal resting place. But the pyramids weren't just tombs, they were a testament to Egypt's engineering genius and spiritual beliefs. Religion was at the heart of everything. The Egyptians believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses: Ra, the sun god Osiris, the god of the afterlife, and Isis, the goddess of magic. Life was about preparing for the journey to the afterlife, where the heart would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. But Egypt wasn't just about pyramids and gods. Around 2180 BCE, the Old Kingdom collapsed, leading to a period of chaos known as the First Intermediate Period. But fear not, Egypt bounced back under the Middle Kingdom, where art, literature, and trade flourished like never before. Fast forward to the New Kingdom, the most powerful and prosperous era in Egyptian history. This was the time of the warrior pharaohs, like Thutmose I, who expanded Egypt's empire to its greatest extent, and Hatshepsut, the female pharaoh who defied tradition and ruled with an iron will. Then came Akhenaten, the heretic pharaoh who upended centuries of tradition by introducing monotheism, worshipping the sun disk, 810. But his religious revolution didn't last long. After his death, Egypt returned to the old ways, and his name was almost erased from history. Speaking of erasing, how about the most famous pharaoh, Tutankhamun? King Tut may have died young, but his tomb, discovered in 1922, gave the world a glimpse into the splendor of the pharaohs. Gold, jewels, and the iconic death mask, his treasures captivated the world. And who could forget Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great? He ruled for 66 years and built more monuments than any other pharaoh. His reign was a golden age of military might, monumental construction, and epic battles like the Battle of Kadesh against the Hittites. But even the mightiest empires must fall. By 1070 BCE, Egypt entered its third intermediate period, a time of division and decline. The once great empire fractured, and power shifted from the pharaohs to foreign rulers. Egypt was conquered by the Assyrians, then the Persians, and finally in 332 BCE by Alexander the Great. He was hailed as a liberator, and after his death, his general Ptolemy established the Ptolemaic dynasty. The most famous Ptolemaic ruler, Cleopatra VII, of course. A queen of extraordinary intelligence and charisma, Cleopatra sought to restore Egypt's greatness through alliances with Rome. But after her tragic defeat alongside Mark Antony, Egypt became a province of the Roman Empire. And so the curtain fell on ancient Egypt. But its legacy lived on, influencing art, architecture, religion, and even our fascination with mummies and mysteries today. From the Great Pyramid of Giza to the stories of the gods and the legendary Cleopatra, ancient Egypt remains one of the most iconic civilizations in history. Its tales of power, intrigue, and innovation continue to inspire us, reminding us of a time when the Nile flowed through the heart of the world's greatest empire. And that, my friends, is the entire history of ancient Egypt in just a few minutes. If you enjoyed this journey through time, hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which part of Egyptian history fascinates you the most. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our world.